We connect you with your own personal broker and a 24/7 team, ready to help you buy, sell, or swap over 250 digital assets with one flat, transparent fee. No spreads, no slippage, no hidden costs. Get the best market prices through deep, aggregated liquidity executed by our professional trading desk. Your funds are secured with institutional-grade cold storage for total peace of mind. Track every move in real time with our intuitive client portal, anywhere, anytime. Whether you're trading as an individual, trust, or business, we give you speed, security, and peace of mind. Thousands of clients in over 100 countries already trust Caleb & Brown. Visit calebandbrown.com and start your personalized crypto journey today.
And guys, welcome back to the Blockchain Brew Show, the most hydrated crypto community on YouTube. You know, the overlays for the comments are looking a little different. They've been constantly updating StreamYard for a little while now. I see you, LT. Says, I'm at work, boys. Give me some hopium because I feel screwed. Well, you know, you're not alone. That's my encouragement there, is you're not alone. You know, hydrated, working on it. Not alone, LT. You know, something, I don't usually do this. Well, sometimes I do. I'm gonna just open the Bible real quick to a passage in 1 Peter 5. And I'm going to let you know I'm getting ready to take this very, very much out of context, okay? But I'm just I'm just going to apply it to our, you know, situation, to the way that a lot of us feel right now, okay? So let me share my screen real quick. And here we go. 1 Peter 5. Now the point here is to stay encouraged in your faith in the Lord Jesus, and to not give up, to not walk away from him. But you know, I'm going to apply this very loosely, okay, to staying encouraged just with anything you do in life, including crypto. So the text in verse 6 says, humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, so at the proper time, that's key right there, at the proper time, you know, that's uncomfortable. Why does it want me to do that? Okay, I don't want to do that. Okay, so anyways, it's not going to let me highlight it because I don't have an account. I have like a a Logos Bible software account, but that's more complicated for me to pull up real quick and show you on the stream. But anyways, humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of God, so at the proper time he may exalt you. And that part is difficult for a lot of us, that at the proper time. The Proverbs say that wealth gained hastily will dwindle away. So we know what the proper time is not. The proper time is not hastily, right? Because as quickly as it came is as quickly as it will probably go. And, there's that. Casting all of your anxieties on him because he cares for you. Now, this is a word play in the Greek a little bit, because the word for anxieties right here at the beginning of the verse is the same word that's used when it says he cares for you, right? That's why some translations will say, cast your cares on him, for he cares for you. And then, in verse 8, be sober-minded, be watchful, for your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. Resist him in your faith, firm in your faith, knowing that the same kinds of suffering are being experienced by your brotherhood throughout the world. And after you have suffered a little while, the God of all grace, who has called you to his eternal glory in Christ, will himself restore, confirm, strengthen, and establish you. To him be the dominion forever and ever. Amen. So, again, I'm very, very, very loose application of this, because the suffering he was talking about here was the suffering of persecuted Christians in the first century. The Emperor Nero was taking Christians and putting them on his lampstands around the courtyard and burning them alive so that he could use their bodies to light his courtyard. So there's absolutely no comparison here, and I'm not saying that our portfolios dwindling away is anything like the suffering of the persecuted church in the first century, or throughout the centuries. But what I am saying is that when anxiety is overcoming you, you have like 4 responses to that, right? Be sober-minded and watchful, meaning even with this stuff, don't drink to cover up the pain. Don't drink to forget your anxieties, right? Don't try to escape the real world, right? But be sober-minded and watchful. Number 2 is know that you have an adversary, the devil, and he prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking whom he can devour. Number 3, resist him. Resist the devil, firm in your faith. And number 4 is know that you're not alone. Like, the same suffering is being experienced by your brotherhood throughout the world. And I do feel like this, hey, what's up, John 3:16? I don't drink, but I'm rolling a fatty as we speak. Start by, don't do it as a way to escape life. That's my counsel for you at the moment. Now, this, I do believe that, and again, no comparison to Christian fellowship, because it is not the same thing. Guys, there is ultimately something far more important to me than this channel and my portfolio, and that is the Lord Jesus and his calling on my life. Now, some of you might say, well, isn't this channel your calling? No. My calling is to love God with all of my heart, soul, mind, and strength. This channel is part of my assignment for this season. But my calling is to love God, and I can do that anywhere. I can do that if I'm homeless on the street. I can do that if I'm in a prison cell for sharing the gospel. I can do that even in the aftermath of my failures and mistakes, in the aftermath of my, you know, decisions that may put me, that may set me back in life, you know, I can walk out that calling no matter where I'm at. And so again, no comparison to Christian fellowship here. Oh, I got you. And you just gave yourself away though. Yes. 1 second here. And then do that right there. Bam. Okay, so no comparison to Christian fellowship, but I do feel like this is a kind of brotherhood. Like here in the Brew Crew, I feel like, you know, as we, you know, go day by day, trying, not trying, but, you know, motivating ourselves to not give up on crypto, to not give up on financial freedom and financial sovereignty, right? This is a kind of brotherhood where, hey, when we're down, we pick each other up. When we have wins, we celebrate those wins with each other. You know, when we're kind of freaked out about the market, we talk each other off the ledge. And and yeah, so when we win, we win together. When we lose together, in a way, you know, in the sense that we're here like talking about the market every day and going live every day and charting every day. And guys, you guys can tell probably when we're more, you know, amped up than other times. Like you guys can probably tell when we're more excited than other times, except maybe T-Square. He's always excited, but you know, like my point is we're in the ebb and flow of this thing together as a sort of brotherhood. And one of the biggest things is you should know that you're not alone. Get in the Discord if you're not already in the Discord. You are, I think, but this is for anyone else out there. But anyone else that's not in the Discord, get in there. You know, it is these days, you do have to be a channel member at $9.99 a month. You know, everyone that's already in there is grandfathered in. But if you ever, you know, email us or DM us on Twitter and being like, hey, I don't have the money, but I'm really looking for community. I don't want to be alone. Guys, we'll send you a Discord invite for free. Don't even worry about that. So there we go. Now let me take this. And I did send that link, by the way. Let's see here. Take that off the screen. And guys, I do have a beer to pop. This is Foggier Window by Monkish Brewing Company. This is one of their flagships. Double dry hopped, double IPA, 8.1% ASMR pop. Pouring it in our Cardano glass here. Looks like we got a comment on Kick, but I don't know what tap in gotcha for life means, but I think that's a good thing. I think that's a positive message there, so we appreciate that. He also sent, for those on YouTube that can't see it, he also sent 3 of these guys with money signs. So, hey, thanks for joining us over there on Kick. Let's see here. Come over to the chart, share this tab instead. Guys, the whole foggy window lineup from Monkish Brewing all tastes like orange juice. Fermented orange juice. Not sweet though. When I say orange juice, don't think overly sweet. Think everything else about the orange. All right, here. Bitcoin, man. What a day. All right, so let's see what we got cooking. See, we don't want to get cooked here in the market. We want to do the cooking. That's how you guys know I spend too much time around youth group kids, but all right, man. Let's see if I can manipulate this at all. No, I really can't though, you know. The falling wedge needs to be drawn like that. So we are breaking bearish out of the falling wedge at this moment. Now, if it can get back up into the pattern like this, and then it can play, you know, and then from there it can continue bouncing around in this falling wedge, then we can see a breakout. But for the moment, it's breaking bearish out of this pattern. Guys, I would not short at the moment unless, you know, there's a couple scenarios where I could encourage shorting. Okay, one scenario is you rally all the way back up here to the 21, wherever the 21 is sitting at the time. Right now it's at 106,000. So if you rally all the way up here to the 21 and you get rejected and you leave a long upper wick at that moving average and reject off of it, then you can short and you can set your stop loss right above the 21. Right? Because the name of the game here is reduce your risk, right? If it keeps going, well, you had a tight stop. So if it keeps going, you don't lose much. But what you're standing to gain is a move from a rejection off the 21, and you're standing to gain a move lower, right? So you're risking less than 1% to gain, you know, I don't know, 10, 20%, depends on your leverage, right? So yeah, there's one scenario where I would short. Another place you can take the short is if we rally back up to the descending line of resistance here, and then leave a long upper wick and reject off of that. Then you could short and you could move and you could put your stop loss, you know, right outside of the pattern. Another place where you could possibly short would be, let me check back up on the comments here. I'm not encouraging a short, by the way. Right now, that's not my strategy. Real Meta said, what is the youth cooking? He said, what price did G-Square think we were going to? Ultimately, like 88K. Right? But, you know, to me, the verdict is still out on that. Very much so. But what is the youth cooking? Well, they're not cooking other than the fact that they're always using the word cooked, right? The last gambit says, we have seen crazy big pumps and record speed. If we clear these 90 to 92K range gaps, we absolutely could pump and save the bull run. My cash is all sidelined waiting to bite. Okay, I don't know about all my cash being sidelined, but that is the spirit of where I'm at in the market as well. Hey, I'm sidelined, waiting to bite. I think the bull run is going to be saved. I don't think we're going into a bear market, and I do think we set a higher low on the macro from the April dip to 74K or whatever. I think we maintain a higher low, and yes, even 88K would be a higher low, but I do see a bullish reaction to filling the CME gap, not a bearish one. That's kind of my, that's kind of my take on that. Mr. Ethereum, welcome in. Okay, so another place that you could possibly short would be, if we close today's candle below this pattern, which it looks like we will, then if we come back up to the pattern and leave a long upper wick, then you could short from here. But that's not, I would not recommend that one though. The reason why is because the risk reward ratio is dwindling away on you to short. From this juncture, the risk reward ratio is dwindling away, right? Like, the reason why is if you short, if you wait for that setup to short, then okay, you take it from 95K. A rejection from 95K, which means by the time you get into it, you're taking it from where we are now, like 94K. Because you waited to see a rejection. So you take it from 94K and then you take profit at what? Ladder at 92, 91. Like, there's not a lot. It's like you're squeezing an orange and you're down to the last few drops. Like, you're trying to squeeze the last little bit out of that orange, in my opinion. And shorting right now is just not a good reaction to the market, in my opinion. So, let's see here. We still have bullish divergence on the stochastic RSI, unless it goes lower. Not necessarily price, but unless the oscillator comes much lower. We still have bullish divergence on the MACD. We no longer have this bullish divergence on the RSI, right? Because we've fallen through it, and this is now a lower low. This is now a swing down on the RSI, but is what it is. That just shows me that, we're likely filling the CME gap. What we do have, though, the RSI has not been this low on the daily since even back here on the move down to 74K, the daily RSI was at 33. And right now, the daily RSI is at 30. At 29.7. It's at the dotted line. Guys, why is the daily RSI lower today at $94,000 than it was earlier this year at $74,000? Like, that is, from a very, very macro perspective, that is a huge hidden bullish divergence. Like, if you take it from back here, I mean, like, you've got a swing up on price, Oh no, I had it right. Yeah, from this low at 74,000, you have a swing up on price with a swing down on RSI. Right? That's hidden bullish divergence. It's showing you that as the oscillator has gone lower, right, as the RSI, as the relative strength index has gone lower, the price has remained higher, right? If you were to look at the fear and greed index, I bet that it would show you the same thing, right? Like, fear has gone lower, like strength and sentiment have gone lower, but the price has remained higher. So what else has to happen? What else has to happen? How much more fear has to come into the market? How much sentiment has to turn bearish, right? That's what the RSI really is. How much more sentiment has to turn bearish in order to send the price lower? What else has to happen? What else has to happen? Sell it all now or not? No, definitely not. Also, by the way, guys, if this is your first time with us, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, sub to the channel to become part of the Brew Crew, the most hydrated crypto community on YouTube. So this is an important lesson, I think, in, oh no, I know you're being serious. Sell it all now or not? No. I mean, why? First of all, look, I'm talking to myself as well, so I'm not beating up on you. Like, this is a lesson. I'm preaching to the choir, right? This is a lesson that I need to take from myself. If you need these profits, then you should have been taking small percentages off the table when we were at 120K, right? When we were on the way up. That's just fact. If you don't need these profits and the rest of your life is financially insulated, then hey, I mean, just write it out. Who cares? But if you really, really, really need these profits, you should have been taking them a month ago. Now, the good news is, I do really think that, guys, the bull run is not over. Like, look, hidden bullish divergence on the macro. This is a huge time frame, hidden bullish divergence. What it shows you is it's a continuation of an uptrend, right? It's a continuation of a macro uptrend. And, this is an important lesson in technical analysis because, I was seeing just regular bullish divergence yesterday. And now the RSI is dipped lower, and I could have been like, okay, well, now I flip bearish, right? But what a bad time to flip bearish is at the very end of the, towards the end of the trend, right? We still have bullish divergence on the stochastic. We still have bullish divergence on the MACD. So what did I do? I zoomed all the way out to see what is it that I'm not seeing on the RSI. And that's when I spotted it back here. Was that from the April low to now we have a swing up on price. And from the April low on the RSI until now we have a swing down. That's hidden bullish divergence. If we were taking out 74K right now, that'd be a different story. But we have hidden bullish divergence, the continuation of an uptrend. The last time that we got this, you could have spotted one right here. It led to a rally. You could have spotted one right here. It led to a rally. You could have spotted one right there. Well, RSI wasn't lower, but you get the point. This is a continuation of an uptrend, even if it comes here or here or here. That's the continuation of an uptrend. That means the bull run is not off. You couple this with, now is it going to take a little bit of time to bounce off of this and get going in the right direction again? Yeah. But you have this coupled with government reopening. SEC is going to be able to start pumping out all of these altcoin ETFs. Quantitative tightening is ending December 1st. Money printing is coming back on into next year. And the rotation of gold into Bitcoin has not even started yet. Is it going to start? Yes, because gold is overvalued and Bitcoin is undervalued at the moment. So, never mind the fact that Jerome Powell leaving next year, the monetary policy from the Fed has only just started to loosen. The market structure bill has not been passed yet. The United States has not bought Bitcoin yet. So guys, strategic reserve, altcoin ETF volume, because that's what really matters. Not just the passing not just the listing of the ETFs, but altcoin ETF volume, Bitcoin strategic reserve, market structure bill, the Clarity Act, liquidity being pumped from the Fed into markets. Guys, all of these things are now lining up for 2026. And guys, it's just the writing is on the wall that we're in an extended cycle. And by the way, when I say extended cycle, you need to know that this is not simply based on speculating that the cycle is continuing from right here. Okay? Guys, the cycle started earlier than it was supposed to. Bitcoin began pumping 8 months before it was supposed to. Bitcoin began a pump in Q4 of 2023. Guys, the cycle has changed from that juncture. Right? So typically a Bitcoin bull run should last 18 months from the halving, according to the 4-year cycle theory. Well, I'm not just speculating that we're going to extend past those 18 months. I'm actually saying, back up, we started earlier than we should have. Guys, the cycle is extending, the cycle is changing, and, it's left many of us in the dust. Bitcoin has, because we haven't been exposed to enough Bitcoin in our portfolios. We've been overexposed to altcoins. And look, I'm a Cardano guy. I'm basically a Cardano maximalist. Look, stack your altcoins, especially right now. I'm not saying don't, but, just facts are facts. The cycle is extending, the cycle is changing. And the fact that the cycle is changing has wrecked a lot of us because, hey, according to 4-year cycle theory, we should have ran in April. We should have ran in Q4, right? According to 4-year cycle theory. But the cycle is changing and it's wrecked a lot of us. But it is not time to, if you're in true shit coins, maybe you should rotate those into Bitcoin. But oh, is this this is Ted, huh? Sorry, man. YouTube started putting your guys' usernames, your handles, on the thing instead of your name. So we've had to kind of relearn who everyone is. It's been kind of annoying. But Hey, Truth Be Awakened and Last Gambit, if you're not subscribed to the channel, join the most hydrated crypto community on YouTube. So there you go. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, if you're in true shit coins, yeah, rotate that into BTC, but don't sell your Cardano, your XRP, your Chainlink, your AVAX, your NEAR, your Crypto.com, your Algorand, your HBAR. Like, don't sell that right now at a discount. You know, Dave Ramsey has a I'm not a Dave Ramsey fan, don't get me wrong, but Dave Ramsey has like a saying for that guides some of his stock buying, and it's buy when you're stealing it. Buy when you're stealing it. Guys, a 50-cent Cardano is stealing it. Right? So, yeah. He said all top 100 coins. If you have exposure to all of the coins in the top 100, you need to consolidate your portfolio for sure. That doesn't mean sell. That doesn't mean like get out. That doesn't mean get out of your portfolio and offload it. Like, it just means you need to consolidate if you're literally exposed to all top 100. What's up, T-Square?
What's up, man? How you doing? How you guys doing? Just getting out of here. Nice 12-hour day to finish up my shift. Trent, you leading everybody straight?
No.
Hey, you guys do know my output. I did say that I'm bearish, but I do think that it's okay because I think we're going to rebound. I just don't think it's going to be for a little bit. My price target's still around. I said 87.5. It's right. That's a sweet spot. I think we'll probably hit right around there, and then we'll start curving back up. One of my theories is this might be the bottom for November, and we start doing a recovery. But then I'm thinking December will be the last dip, and that's the one that's going to take us down to 85. Then here comes. I think that because I think there's going to be tax harvesting happening, and the tax harvesting is going to bring us down one last time. In January, everybody gets their tax returns. The $2,000 bonus happens to like most Americans. I think somebody just told me it's like 100,000 or less, but I don't. 100,000 more, but I don't, or less.
Let me respond to this question real quick. So when you click on the BYDFi link, and I'm responding to Artem on X. When you click the BYDFi link, if it's showing you the deposit event banner right here, that means that the deposit event is still good. If you click on the link and it shows you like the basic one that everyone has, which is like up to $8,100 in bonuses based on like trading volume, like then yeah, it means that they haven't like created the new event yet. But you should sometimes there's a little lapse in between when they create the new event, but typically when it ends, the new one should be up right away. But you're asking that because UTC, like, is it November 15th over there yet? And the answer to your question is like, if you click on the link and the link is still showing the event banner right here, then you're good. So I hope that helps.
Are we doing the giveaway today, Trent? Is today the giveaway?
No.
What's the giveaway?
It would be tomorrow, but I'm also thinking about because that's when the event ends. But I'm also thinking about extending it into the next event. There's five people that shared it. I mean, if you extended another 14 days and say, guys, like, do you want $100 or not? Like, But
no, I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe we should do it because we didn't tell anybody when we were going to do it.
Yeah, barely, but okay. Yeah, we'll talk. But anyways, it would be tomorrow either way. So
Yeah. Or do you want to do it Monday, the first of the week? That way everybody's there for the regular show. Because tomorrow is kind of nobody knows when we go live, because we go live tomorrow when we can.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, which is even more reason to extend it. Like, look, one of the people that shared is someone that's already won, and then another person that let me just look at this.
Oh,
real quick.
we could talk about it, Trent.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I do think like people like a little hopium, though.
Well, right, but if we just end it right now, then no, only 5 people have shared it anyway. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
That's pretty good odds, though. That's the type of odds I like.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on. Okay, so we'll go back into crypto.
Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. At KG EZ2LE. Looks like you're a Trojans fan, right? Or wait, Southern Cal, whatever that college football team is. Man, I'm from California. How am I blanking on that right now? What that logo is. But go college football. There you go. Also, yes, buy gold and silver. True that. Diversify your portfolio. Said sailor pick on X shows he left a sinking ship. Why is that?
Well, that's I texted you the picture of that, Trent, or it was in the Discord too.
Right.
It's Sailor saying, "Buy the dip, don't worry, he's gonna be fine."
Right, but he also didn't sell. It was a rumor. He dispelled that.
Yeah, he didn't sell it.
How do you know he sold?
He didn't sell. That's a rumor.
Yeah, he didn't sell. It's a rumor. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he said he didn't sell. That's what he said.
Right. So he didn't sell. It's a moot point. At the end of the day, guys, share this tab instead. But yeah, I hope that answered your question, Artem. Deposit to your futures account, get your bonus, $60 bonus on $100 deposit, $100 on a $500 deposit, $200 on a $1,000 deposit, and $1,000 on a $5,000 deposit. And get your deposit to your futures account, get your bonus, and start trading. Trade with free money, especially at a time like this. And let's see here. So we have hidden bullish divergence on the daily, and when I go out to the week here, again, this stochastic RSI is at 0. And it's really hard to see us go at, like, where are we going to get the momentum to send this lower? Like you realize that's what the stochastic RSI is telling you, right? Like, where is the momentum going to come from?
Where did it come from today?
Well, where did it come from today? But but you're talking about from a scalp perspective. Like,
You know what a good question could come from, Trent, is I was watching Crypto Face's video he put out today, and he said he was looking at the yellow X's on the daily and the 2-day, like I was talking about. He said manipulation. He went over to the order books, kind of did a deep dive on it, like a 20-minute video. And he said what he noticed was it was skipping $20 to $30 in price, BTC was, per order. And he said what the problem was with that is there was no retail to buy, or people, he said humans, to buy the orders. So it was solely market makers, and that's why it could be manipulated so easy. So he was saying that how low can it go till we get people interested in buying again? We
will. But look, that's even better to me. Like The reason why is because you're telling me what you're telling me right now. Hey, thank you, Abiding Faithfulness. Thanks for hopping on in here. And thanks for being a subscriber. But what you're telling me right now is that it's taking all of this manipulation just to come down and fill the CME gap and continue the self-fulfilling prophecy.
I was talking to DCA said there was a gap at 91. Do you know if that's confirmed?
Yeah, that's what the gap is, ranging from 91.9 or so to 93.
Okay, so did it fill the bottom? It didn't fill the bottom though, right? Because BTC just went down to 93.
Yeah, no,
right?
it didn't. No, it didn't fill the. No, it didn't fill. It didn't quite come into the range at all yet. But it also does not have to perfectly wick to the bottom. What is it probably going to fill it to the bottom? Yes. Is it probably going to go a little bit below the bottom? Yes. But my bigger point is that 90, 91, 90, yes, even 87, 88K, you might end up being right. Props to T-Square for that. But
well, I haven't been right yet.
well, right, but at the end of the day, that's nothing to write home about from where we're at right now. Like, the point is we're nearing the end of a range. Like, the stochastic RSI, if we're gonna go into a bear market, like, here's what has to happen.
See, I just don't think we will though.
No.
To your point is like there's no pressure there, and you know what? It's weird. How can we go into a bear market with none of the coins hitting an all-time high, even like Ethereum?
Right. Like, well, Ethereum technically did, but look, we have to. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to have to come up on the stochastic RSI, and then we're going to have to fail. We're going to have to run out of steam and then come down again. Right. So right now, there's no. Should I sell, boys? I feel it's over. No. I mean, look, you did the right thing, John 316. You were taking your profits. Yeah, I do have to dip out right now. I have to go pick up Molly. She has an eye appointment. But guys, here's the thing. At the end of the day, the stochastic RSI is at 0 on the weekly. Not only that, like, the daily is now low on the RSI and the Stokes. The 4-hour is now low. And we actually got this bullish divergence on the 4-hour stochastic RSI right now with potential tweezer bottoms. So, I don't know.
There are bottoms.
Like, the momentum indicators are so extremely low on every single time frame that I just don't understand where the momentum is going to come from. Like, if we're truly in a bear market, then we're going to get a relief rally before we go lower. And
I agree.
Hey, I mean, if that happens, then, congrats to the bears. The 4-year cycle is still intact, and we all get another chance to accumulate Bitcoin. But
yep.
Hey,
and we have a lot of liquidity at 115,000. Remember, Trent? We had a lot of liquidity up there. There's no, I'm almost can guarantee that we'll go back up and get that liquidity, and that is going to come from the relief rally. And when we do come up, hopefully we can. If we make a higher high, game's still on. If it stops there, we just grab that liquidity, and that's it. That's a lower high, bearish.
Yeah. Well, and that's the target of this falling wedge, because the price can still come back into this wedge, and it can still break out toward that target at 115. So, there you go. Well, guys, thanks for joining us today. Thanks for being part of the most hydrated crypto community on YouTube. And like Artem is saying, guys, go take advantage of that deposit bonus on BYDFi, our exchange partner of choice. Get your deposit bonus, trade with free money, and stay hydrated. What?
All right.
You want to sign us off?
Guys, don't worry, it's not over. I love each and every one of you guys that joined in here, and you guys stay blessed.
Peace. Cheers.